everybody. Whoever watches this, y'all all know that when I go live, I get nervous. Sometimes I get tongue-tied. But I'm sitting here alone, quiet, and God started to remind me of some things that happened last year that led up to here. So I have to say it. He told me to say it. I'm afraid to say it because I know it's going to be some backlash about what I'm going to say. But I'm going to say it. So, last year in October, God gave me a vision of a coin that had 2020 on both sides. And I'm not just saying this now. I will repost a video that I said this exact thing before. He gave me a vision of a coin with 2020 on each side. And I seen the coin flip. And it was flipping and spinning. And it was spinning real, real fast. Until suddenly it started slowing down. And it started spinning real slow. But you kept seeing the 20 and 20. And while the coin was going down real slow, it reminded me of like a pause in time, if you understand what I'm saying. Like a ripple in time, and it just started going slow to the point where it was in slow motion, like you're watching a movie and it's in slow motion. Next thing you know, the 20s turned into 5s. So now it's 50-50. And I'm like, okay, Dad, now you know I'm a little slow. And the visions that you give me be so just like unorthodox. I need you to explain this to me. And he told me that in the year 2020, it's going to be basically like a heads or tails match. Either you are the head or you're the tail, 50-50. And there was going to be a time period where you will have to make that choice. And in that time period of you making that choice, he is revealing who his originals are, who his chosen were. Now, like I said before, I'm not just saying this. I said this last year in October. And I will repost that. I will go and find that video and repost it so everyone can see that God told me that. A lot of us have forgotten who we were. In the beginning of this year, there were some of us that was going so fast. We were moving so fast with our businesses, with our relationships, with our way, our ideas, us. We were moving very fast. And in a way, we got so engulfed into what we were doing, we missed it. And I was one of them. It was a lot of things, and Apostle Prude even prophesied that to me too. It was a few things that I missed. Not that our hearts were in the wrong place, but because we were moving so fast that we almost forgot what the message was. So I believe everything that's happening right now is absolutely intentional. And I know that there are going to be a lot of people that's going to come against me from saying this. But everything that is happening right now is absolutely intentional. I'm not talking about the deaths. I'm not talking about the mourning. I'm not talking about the evil that is attached to what is happening in the world now. I'm talking about the whole movement. Because the main thing that got everyone's attention right now is that the church buildings are shut down. That's everyone's, or anyone who's a believer, that's your main attention. And I believe, because I used to pray this, and I did stop praying this, but I believe that Dad did hear me. I used to pray, God, I don't want to know you as the church God. I want to know you as the God of all. I want to know you as the fullness. I want to know you in your fullness, not as the organization, not as the God that that we were taught to brought up, that if you clap this way on this time, run on this way on this time, that you are in the room. I want to know you as the personalized God that will sit down and talk to me, that even if I have on shorts, I will be comfortable to sit on your lap, because it's not about clothes, because it's not about the outward appearance, because it's not about if you are talking to sister so and so about brother so and so, or if you, it's not about organization. So I used to pray that, God, I want to know you in your fullness, in full tears, because there are some things, honestly, that you will go through in this Christian walk. You can find all your answers in the Bible, but there are some situations, especially if you are prophetic and spiritual, that if you go in that, you look in the Bible, you will have to ask God, where is this situation at, this precise situation? And that's when you will need the God of all gods to help you understand what is going on. And I already know, like I said, a lot of people going to come against me, think that I'm, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm not sure, but this is my testimony. This is my testimony. In 2010, I was told that it was going to be a year when I would lose it all. And while me losing it all, I would gain everything that I lost twice back. And because that word was given to me in 2010, I literally went through my whole life trying to stop that word from happening. I broke off relationship with friends. I left certain churches. I did a lot of things that I thought that were leading up to I tried to do a lot of things that led up to my losses, but God is sovereign, and it still happened, and it's still going to happen. So my point is this: everything that's happening now is very much intentional, and I believe that God is trying to take off the idea of this religious church God and introduce and reintroduce himself to the God of all. And before you think I'm crazy, let's talk about Moses. When he was on the Mountain of Olives, he was there up in the mountains in the dark, a dark place, just him and God. When he came off that mountain, his face was illuminated with the glory of God, and he knew God in another way. He knew God in a whole nother way. I hope you guys are connecting what I'm trying to say. My point is, everything that's happening right now is very much intentional. It's not a judgment. Even though some people are saying that this is the judgment days, this is the end of days. No, the Bible says a world without end. This is not the end times. It is an end of an era. And that's as much as I can say. It's an end of an era. And I promise you, I know, once everything is opened up again, there's going to be a revival in the church buildings, more authentic than it has ever been. So I hope you guys go back and watch this video again. I'm going to repost the video I had about the vision God gave me about the coin, to let y'all know that I'm not just saying this. No, I'm not calling myself a prophetess. I ain't even up on titles, period. I just knew that I had to come over here and say this. God is taking off religious mindsets and reintroducing himself to you. So I hope that when the harvest is here, but when the flood of the harvest come in, I hope we will be ready, including myself, to give out the answers to people that have not been raised up in the organization of who God is, and actually get an authentic understanding of who the fullness of God is. Dad, let this connect with somebody. Have a good night.